Hello, good people. I am so excited to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Things have been on fire around here because of last week's video on the common mistakes we make when hiring a house help. So today we're going to continue on the same vein, okay? So this is part 2 of the common mistakes we make when hiring a house help. My name is Suzy and this is our home. Today we only have 6 common mistakes, guys. So it's Sikamaya last week, but just adding up on what we went through last week. So this will be mistake number 8. All right. If you didn't watch last week's video, I'm going to link it right here and I'll put a card up there. So just watch it and so that you'll be able to know where we left off and where this is gonna make a bit more sense to you. Okay. So the mistake number 8 that we're going to discuss that I used to make, and guys, remember when I say you, I'm talking about you and me. In our point, the other 4 pointing at me. So we are learning here together. The other common mistake that we make when hiring house help is not doing thorough interviews. Okay, and when I talk about interviews, I'm referring to just doing interviews that are one-sided. Okay, you just ask them, okay, umefanya kazi miaka ngapi, where have you worked, just looking at how they are coming to benefit us. Okay, but remember, this is a mutually beneficial relationship. Okay, so also find out, what has brought you here? What has your life been? Do you have any kids? Are you married? How about your home situation? What are your goals? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Where do you see yourself in 1 year? So that you will know how to plan your life. Because it's one thing to have, let's say, a mama who has kids in school and she's looking for school fees. And it's another thing to have a girl who's just finished Form 4 and is looking for money for college. So once you know someone's situation, you will also prepare yourself that, okay, if she's looking for school fees for college, then she'll probably just be here for like maximum a year, as opposed to someone who is settled and they're just looking to take their kids through school. So find out about her, find out about how her life has been, because guys, even spiritually, some of these guys have been through things. They might be coming with some spiritual baggage that you might not want to get yourself entangled with. All right, so just find out, do your homework. The solution to this is just do your homework when you're doing that interview. Don't just look at how this lady is coming to benefit you and your household, but also how can you benefit her. Do you understand? And that takes me to mistake number 9, which is not helping them advance. Okay, again, let's continue with the same idea or analogy of someone who has just finished 4th form and is looking to save money for college. So help them advance, help them set goals, like how much do you want to have saved after 1 year? So then, when someone sees that you actually invested in their lives and that you actually want to see them advance, then they will actually have a better attitude. Okay, so find out their goals, find out their dreams, see how you can help them to achieve this. See how you can help them. Maybe if someone has a child that they're putting through school, where are they schooling? Find out and help these people to actually improve. Because as guys, we pray every day that the Lord will use our house help to bless us and our children, and that also He will use us to bless our house help and her children. Okay, because you want both families, because these are 2 families that are intertwined, by the way. You want both families to grow from the relationship that you have with your house help. Let me give you an example. Like now, the house help that we have has a son who's just about to clear 4th, and she's been wondering, now what will I do? So we agreed, even as we are learning about how to make soap, cleaning, the liquid detergent and everything, I bought her a pack of those things because she's about to go and see her kids now that Nairobi has been opened, and I told her, go teach your son how to make this thing. See if he can start a small business, because guys, it's quite easy to make the liquid detergent. If you haven't watched that video, please, I'll link it down below, guys. Learn how to make your own liquid detergent, hand wash, fabric softener, and all that at home. Okay, so now we're trying to figure out the kind of businesses that her son can start. And even right now, the school has been deferred for like another 6 months. And that way, I know that when she knows that her son at home is settled, she will have more peace in her heart and she'll be able to work much better. So don't be afraid to help to succeed. Don't say, oh, you know, if I help her now, she will leave me and go do business. Maybe that's why God brought her into your life, so that you can help her advance. So let's not be one-sided, guys. Let's help them to advance, to reach their goals, and to actually leave your home when she does leave, feeling that she's better off, feeling that she not only gave but she also received. Okay, so that's another common mistake. And let's go to mistake number 10. So mistake number 10 is not picking from their experiences. Remember, we said last week that some of us, and I think most of us, actually want helps who have a few years of experience under their belt. Especially if you have small kids, you want to know that this person has brought up kids, especially in the modern setting. Okay, maybe you don't want someone who has just had kids, maybe back in shags. You want someone who has worked in a house in the city with kids, so they will know how to use, the appliances and everything. But some of us, we really get offended if these people who come with vast years of experience come to our home and teach us. These people have learned a lot in those many houses that they have been working, and sometimes someone sees a way in which they can help you, and a way in which maybe you can improve some of the things, the way you're running your homestead. But we don't want to hear no, huku tunafanyanga hivi. Usinifunze kazi yangu, ni watoto wangu. Tunajijua haki wenyewe. So let's learn from them. Let's be open, and let her feel that she can actually contribute. And so we don't have to take we don't have to do what they're telling us, but it's important for them to feel that, by the way, you can actually contribute. Okay, you can actually help us, you can actually teach us. So let's pick from the experiences that they have had. Let's just let them feel that you can actually, there's something that you can teach me. Okay, and this really helps them to feel valuable as valued members of the team that is bringing up your children, and of the team that is taking care of your home. Okay, so be teachable. Let's be humble. Let's humble ourselves. Just because someone is a house help doesn't mean that we can't learn from them. Okay, we can all learn from each other, and we can learn from anyone and everyone. All right. So mistake number 11 that I used to make, and that we make commonly, is not setting boundaries. Okay, I know it might be contradicting with last week, because I said we should be friendly and everything, but it's also important to have boundaries. Boundaries are good because they help people to know where to go and where to not go. For instance, okay, personally in my home, my helps don't clean my bedroom. Okay, and really, no one should enter your bedroom, guys. This is only you and your husband should enter your bedroom. Well, you should clean it, for that matter. Maybe the kids can enter, but cleaning your bedroom, making your bed, cleaning your bathroom, these are things that you, as a lady of the home, should do for yourself. I have had a few house helps complain that in some places they are made to clean the master bedroom, or they are made to even make the bed. Why? Guys, that's a bit clear, So let's have clear boundaries of what they should do and what they shouldn't do. In fact, in my home, we have boundaries even divided according to jobs. I mean, there's some jobs that the help knows that clearly I am the one who does the main. For instance, I cook. I do the main cooking because I batch cook. If you have not watched my batch cooking video, you are missing out, guys. I'm going to link it below. Learning how to batch cook will save you so much time, and to also ease the burden on your help. So I make the most of the food, and what she does, if you're having beef stew or the stew is already made, she'll probably just boil the rice or steam the cabbage or something like that. But the heavy duty cooking, I'm the one who does it. I have boundaries also, such as she does the washing of the clothes, the hand washing. There are some clothes I wash with a machine. The kids' really dirty clothes she will hand wash. But I'm the one who folds the clothes, and I'm the one who irons them, and I'm the one who puts them away. Because I just want to ease her burden. We're working together, we're a team. So even if I've gone to work, I just tell her, or if the machine has washed, you just anika them and just leave them for me there and come and put. Plus, I'm a bit OCD about folding clothes and putting them away, and there's a way I do my Marie Kondo thing, there's a way I want it to look. So I just prefer to do it myself. So I'm not saying you have to do that. All I'm saying is let there be clear boundaries, and even boundaries, as I said last week, of this is the time you wake up, this is the time you want breakfast on the table, this is the time the kids wake up, this is the time the kids will go to class, this is the time, okay, because we homeschool, that's a story for another day. So she needs to prepare the kids also for class, even when they're in class they have a fruit break, so this is the time we need to take the fruits and all that. Okay, anyway, by the way, we're all homeschooling, but we in our home started homeschooling way before COVID made it cool and acceptable. Okay, so now there's that there are the boundaries and parameters of what we expect to do. If you would like to learn more about homeschooling, let me know in the comments below, and I will make sure to do a video about it very soon. Then yeah, so that's common mistake number 10, which is not setting clear boundaries. Okay guys, please let me say again, please wash your own bedroom, wash your own bathroom, wash your own underwear. Wacha tu niseme tu kinaga ubaga, because yeah, because you just know, because yeah. And if you can also shower your kids yourself, okay, some things should not really be delegated unless you absolutely can't. The days where she has to help me shower the kids, let's say I'm away at work and maybe the dad can't do it because he's caught up somewhere, but as long as I'm in the house, the kids know mama is the one who showers us and everything. Let me see, which is another boundary. Even boundaries of waking up and sleeping. I mean, I usually tell my help by 7:30 I need you gone, I need you in your room resting. 7:30 p.m. latest 8, because she works hard, so I don't want someone working for here until I don't know what hours of the day, guys. So yeah, that's also a boundary. Just have parameters, okay, around your space, around your time, around her time. Boundaries that protect you and your kids, but that also protect her. Days off, it's a law, okay, just let her rest nicely. And such boundaries. Okay, so that's mistake number 11. And if I may just add one more thing about boundaries, also is boundaries around food. Okay, I know this sometimes is a sore point, and it's understandable, guys, because food is expensive and everything. I understand. So let there be clear boundaries. Okay, for instance, this is what we eat for lunch, this is what we eat for dinner, this is what we eat for breakfast, like that, like so she will know. Because there's no need you've left something in the fridge, maybe you've left it for your kids, and then you find someone has eaten it, and then you start saying, why no, but she didn't know because you didn't tell her. So set clear boundaries. Okay, you can say, okay, matunda, because you know fruits are expensive, unless you're shopping in Marikiti. Guys, again, my batch cooking video I've shown about going shopping in Marikiti, which is ridiculously cheap. Anyway, I digress. So when it comes, fruits are generally expensive, so you might tell her, okay, maybe these fruits, these apples I bought for the kids, but feel free to have the bananas and the what else, you understand. I mean, I'm not saying they shouldn't have apples, I'm just saying have boundaries and let them be clear. Okay, also something like TV. What shows do you watch in your home? What shows do you not watch? What time is TV time? Because you don't want a situation where your kids are being just blanked in front of the TV the whole day. And yeah, so let there be clear boundaries. Like in our home, we watch TV after dinner only for about an hour. The rest of the day, the kids are playing. I mean, they're in class first, and then in the afternoon they're playing outside, and then after dinner we watch TV for an hour. So so I have to make that clear, because I might have a house help who, the place they came from, the TV used to be switched on from morning until evening. You understand? So have those boundaries and let them be clear. So yeah, I'm done with boundaries, I think. And guys, please, if you have any more tips, I am really willing to learn. I really want to get this house help thing right, because it's such a sore spot for me, because I really want to just I want to have a good relationship with the people who work for me. So if you have any more tips, please put them in the comments below. Let's learn from each other. No one knows everything. No one is perfect. They're all learning, all right? So let's go to mistake number 12. Mistake number 12 is not documenting. Okay, guys, I have a friend who was telling me a horror story of the way they've stayed with her help for like 3 years, a great help. I mean, used to meet her, she would tell me, oh, the mama who works for one is so good in it. And I was really happy for her because she had a nice help. So now when COVID started, this lady did not want to keep social distance. Let's just keep it. She didn't want to keep social distance. So, and you know, now when you have a help and you have kids, you really have to explain to her like the reason why we need to keep social distance, the reason why we need to wear a mask, because you want to protect her and to protect your family. So one day this lady wakes up and says, me neither. So they're like, okay. And of course you guys know, if a help says they want to go, you don't try to dissuade her. You just, part to vizuri. So they like paid her dues. They're like, do we owe you anything else? And then she's like, yeah, you owe me severance pay. Okay. Okay. Of how much? She said something like 400k, something like that. I may be fuzzy on the details, but it was like in the hundreds of thousands of Kenya shillings. See, Uganda shillings, what is it? Kenya shillings. Nothing wrong with Uganda shillings or whatever Uganda, but I'm just trying to put it into perspective, okay? So Sema Joe dropping announcement, as in my friend and have you like, okay, how did you come up with those figures? Oh, you know, it's when someone works for you, there's the what pay, severance pay, and there's nini notice and all that and all that and all that. So thankfully this guy knew a lawyer who they spoke to, and then the lawyer was like, no, actually the law says blah 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 blah. So they told her, and she's like, okay, now, okay, long story short, they found themselves in the labor court. They had to go for arbitration, and the lady is saying, yeah, you know, they owe me, but thankfully the guys in the law office, in the labor office, know the ins and outs of this, so they were able to arbitrate. And just because my friend and her husband had been doing things the right way, they've been giving her days off, they've been paying her minimum wage, they've been giving her off on public holidays, they've been giving her annual leave as the law says. As difficult as that was, they actually didn't owe her anything. So what I'm trying to say is, guys, document, okay? Document when you pay them. Preferably pay them by M-Pesa so that you have records, and or make them sign somewhere that they have been paid, they have gone on off, they have gone on leave, as in have those things written down like in your planner. This is the day she went on leave. She went for this many days. This is the day she went on off, like that. So that in the future, if someone comes back and says, oh, you know, they never used to pay me, it won't be your word against hers. And you know, some of these details might come and say, ati, oh, you know, Labor Day, yeah, 2016, sikupewa off. How do you prove that? How do you prove that you actually gave her off? And you know, if you don't give someone off on a public holiday, you need to pay them extra, okay? So you have a place where you're writing down everything, you guys, so that you're not surprised. Oh, you know, they fired me abruptly, they didn't give me notice. Na kumbe, she's the one who woke up one day, ukitoka nasema, oh, hata mimi natoka. Do you understand? So right, she came on this day, she left on this day, she didn't give notice, she left because like that. Because you might have a help from, you know, 2 years ago who now unaitwa labor court. Did you ever have a lady work for you by the name of Magdalene whatever? You can't even remember whether you did because you don't write this thing down. So document everything, every single thing, okay? And also remember, as you're documenting, document that you did the right thing, okay? You don't want to be writing down, oh, you know, I'm documenting that I have not been giving her leave. You're just shooting yourself in the foot. So do the right thing by your health and write it down, okay? And that was the common mistake number 12. So let's go to common mistake number 13. Common mistake number 13 is not praying for your house help. And this really should be number one. This should be number one priority. I want to read for you guys a verse which has been giving me so much peace when it comes to house help since I found it, and it was like light bulb moment. You guys won't believe, because I know you've had this verse before. You just wait and hear. So Psalms 121 verse 1 and 2 says, I will lift up my eyes to the mountains. Where does my help come from? My help comes from the Lord, maker of heaven and earth. So normally every time I would read this, I would think, oh yeah, help. So help is when you're in trouble. But actually, I came to realize now in this sense, it means my help, like my house help, will come from the Lord. God will bring the right person to my home. So I pray this verse before we get a new house help. I pray and I say, you know what, God, you are the one who will bring me my help. Bring the right person to raise these your children, because these are your children before they were even mine. And by the way, you guys, God loves your children way, way, way more than you love them. Yeah, you think you love your children? Now just try to imagine how a perfect God, who is love, actually loves them. So he's concerned about who takes care of them. He wants them to prosper. He wants them to be safe. So if you pray, he will bring you the right person. Okay, first of all, be the right employer, and then pray for God to bring you the right employee. Okay, and once you get them, please pray for them, pray for their health, pray for their families, that their families will be well, because sometimes you have a good help, but their family back when aliwaacha, they keep calling, oh kuja, oh sijui nini kunaenda, oh nini. I used to have a good help. Kids used to always keep calling her. She, oh wacha nikimbie, sijui nimesikia sijui nani amefanya nini, oh wacha nikimbie nikaone mtoto wangu sijui amepiga simu sio nini. Okay, so pray not only for them and for their well-being, pray for their families, pray for their children. Pray, 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 pray. Guys, pray, pray, pray for these people who you are inviting to come and live in your home. These people who you are going off to work and living with your children. Okay? You don't know where they're coming from. So pray. Pray, pray. Ladies, let's pray for our house help. Okay? Before we get them and even after we get them. Pray for them like you're praying for your own children, because they're part of your family. So you know, every day that you pray for your husband, then you pray for your children. Now also be praying for your household, because she is part of your homestead. God bless you, and see you on the next one. Bye.